What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video, bringing you the news that came out today, and it was a lot of good stuff. First off, we get Madame Edel, I think is the next top-tier damage dealer, and I'm talking a big jump up from what we've had in the past, so I'm going to be pulling for her. We have the second story reset hitting us, and we have another 11 rainbow pull that we get to do if you want to spin the lapis for it, so let's get into it. That's right, guys. Madame Edel is finally here. If you guys don't know who Madame Edel is, there's a thing called Madame's Manor where you go in and she beats ass as one of the top damage dealing waifus ever. I mean, when I first saw Madame Edel come into the game, I was like, I have to have her as a unit, and thank goodness she's really good because that makes it even more worth it. And then she's going to be on her own banner, and when you look at this step up, excuse me, Gumi. Woo! Anyway, you know, you would normally think a unit this strong. So let me put where Madame Edel is. So Madame Edel is going to be the top damage dealer in the game, only rivaled by the twins, and that's because the twins do more damage essentially earlier on. Because Madame Edel takes a while to ramp up, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. While she still can do a lot of damage while she's ramping up, like there's nothing. We'll get into that, but I would assume the step up was going to be some kind of crazy, like, money gouge in a way. I'm just saying because, you know what I mean? Like, in a way of a business, like, if a unit's really, really coveted, a lot of people like the unit, they should try to make as much money off it as possible. But this month has been brutal on all of our wallets, and Gumi decided that these last two step up banners with Onion Knight and then now Madame Edel, they were going to give us at least a little bit of something that's good. So I want to first break this down. So we have a limited 4 times runs on this banner. It's going to be, what is this, 12K per run, right? Or, yeah, 12K per run. And you guys, well, at the end, will get a guaranteed rainbow. And you don't get a guaranteed Madame Edel. So most people are like, what the heck? Well, if you run this twice, you get 10 summon coins here, 10 here, and 20 here. If you run it twice, that's 40 each run. You're going to be able to go trade in 80 of those summon coins for her. So for 24K lapis, you get a guaranteed one. So just like the normal 24K step up. Now, the thing about this is you could get lucky and get her somewhere in the middle of this. If in one lap, one of the rainbows pops out the on banner, because she's not fighting for another on banner unit, pops out her, you could trade 40 of them, which is 10, 20, 40, for her prism. So if you get lucky and just do 12K, she pops out on one of the rainbows, there's the prism for you from the summon coins, okay? And then another thing we need to talk about is they also still includes that 20% on banner guaranteed rainbow ticket, where if you guys are going to spend 15K lapis, so the 12K and then run this one, you guys get a guaranteed other rainbow that has a 20% chance to be Madame Edel. So overall, this step up is absolutely insane. From the outside looking in, when you first look at it, you're like, what the hell is this? This is 3-step garbage. They're bringing back the Black Friday deal. They are not. This is actually one of the best step ups again. So I'm really happy about that because they have really been pressing our wallet. So moving on down, why would you be pulling on this banner? A lot of people are thinking, how does Madame Edel not have global upgrades? Like, you need to give these units global upgrades and make them hype. Madame Edel is one of the strongest units in the game, and I think she's going to be coveted. One, because she's just, I think she's a fan favorite. I think a lot of people went into the Manor and were like, damn, that unit's cool. She's a waifu by far, and you know, she just does a lot of cool things. So she is going to be, let's talk about her Super Trust Master reward and Trust Master reward, and then we'll get into her. So her Trust Master reward is a materia giving boost attack 30%, and then you get attack 20% when you have a gun and a fist weapon on. So I do believe this can go up to 70% attack if you have both of those things on, which makes it an extremely strong TMR when you can have both on, right? If you can't have both a gun and fist on, if you're dealing with something else, it's made for Madame Edel if you really look at it. And on top of that, again, it would only be 50%, you know, if you do one or the other, or then it's, if you don't want to use either one of those, you want to use katana, great sword, then it's going to be really, really lackluster. So it is kind of niche, but it also is very powerful because if you can use a gun and a fist, and that's what you want to go down to, I do believe you're going to get 70% attack. I don't think it's like only 20% attack with a gun and a fist. I think it's 20% attack for guns, 20% for fist. Let me know in the comments below if I get that wrong, but that's what I think I've looked up. Now we're talking about our STMR, attack 55, defense 10. Attack 55 on a chest piece is extremely high. That means that you guys are going to be getting more attack in your true dual wield and true double hand builds, which is going to be great. Nullification to stop is fantastic, very, very rare, very unique. The cool ability to have. I know a lot of people out there, you know, are using Sylvie or somebody like that. They already have stop nullification, and they use an ability that gives everybody the stop nullification. But if in a scenario where you can do that, it's cool to have this on a chest piece you can throw on any damage dealer. And then we have boost attack 30% when equipped with fist. So overall, overall, the TMR can be really great, but I'm going to give it an average rating because of the gun and fist liability there. But the STMR is awesome. Like, I really want this STMR because I want that high attack, and that'll fit into Madame Edel, so I can be using that STMR passive, which is going to be double guts. Let's talk about what Madame Edel does. So first off, her main 2 elements, which of course you can imbue her, but the one she's going to have in her kit that she uses is Earth and Dark. Okay, that's where you're going to go with that. The reason that people talk about her needing to ramp up is she has cooldown abilities. You know how, let's say, like Bart's or any of those units out there where they use an ability and it gives you multipliers up on all your other abilities for 9,999 turns or whatever, right? Madame Edel has like 3 of those, plus her LB, and 3 of them are on a cooldown. So, like, you can only use it on turn 3. And it's a 3-turn cooldown, excuse me. Then it's turn 6, and it's a 6-turn cooldown maybe, and then turn 9, 9-turn cooldown, something like that. But 3, 6, 9, damn, you'll find. Okay, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Anyway, then she builds up to her maximum power. So in turn 10, that's when she's really dealing out her maximum amount of damage. So for a lot of people, that's why they like the twins. That's why they like other damage dealers. They're gonna say, you know, I don't want to be in a fight for 10 turns to be able to do my maximum damage. You know, the twins can kill them on turn 2 with their Magnus ability. And all that's true. That's really great for that. But Madame Edel in the end, after 10 turns, is gonna start dishing out more damage than the twins can. And a lot of the times, these trial fights do go over 10 turns. A lot of people say that I've been reading a lot of this. I think it's for the twin defenders. And when I say twins, I'm talking about the 2 units that are together from the Chinese banners we had back in the day. I think when people have a unit and then another unit comes out, they will do everything they can in their power to defend that unit, and then they will say the other unit's not as good because they don't want to pull for it. You know what I mean? And while I'm saying this, if you have the twins, you don't need Madame Edel. But I'm telling you right now, because she's a fan favorite, she's going to start showing up on your friend list, and I'm going to be morphing my friend list to have her, kind of like I did with King Rain there for a little bit, okay? This is the first unit that I've seen where I'm like, okay, King Rain can take a nap. Madame Edel's time is strong. The other thing that Madame Edel can do that's really great, that kind of goes with that, I think she's going to be great for Dark Visions as well, in my opinion. But she is going to be able to use an ability that's like a big finishing ability, because she is true dual wield. Remember, you're going to build her true dual wield, and it's a high multiplier, but you need LB Crest to pull it off. So as long as you can keep feeding her LB Crest, and you kind of need to set it up too in a way where you have like your support chainer is happening, so like the other members of your team are going to chain and she's going to finish with that move. She can almost rival what the twins could do early on as well. So if you really know how to work Madame Edel, you really build your team around her, she's going to be phenomenal. I mean, I'm saying she's one of the better units that have come out in a while. So in my opinion, I like her a lot, and for a lot of different reasons. And of course, I am a little bit biased because I thought when I first saw her beat ass in the Manor, I just knew I had to have her. Okay, so that's a big part there. Now, when you're talking about building her, again, it's really going to come down to, you know, what equipment you have. But she really likes guns and fist weapons. Two of the better weapons in the game are going to come from the Icebird Trial Revisited. Is going to be a gun. It's going to have some killer abilities on it. And then I do believe it's Dark Ifrit and Sirens Revisited also has a great fist weapon for her, okay? And this is going to be great to be putting on her. Another item that you can get for her comes from the Manor, her Manor. If you complete everything, you get all the orbs. You can turn it in for, like, I think it's this Earth gun. It has a really high attack, and it also has, remember, Earth Element is what she wants. It also gives her special passives, like some of these other TMR and STMR do for certain units. It's going to give her, like, more attack percent and more HP, making her more tanky. Now, one of the things people talk about is she's like, you know, it's like they talk about her taking forever to ramp up. She's not the tankiest thing in the world. She actually is pretty tanky. And the reason I say that is she gets a lot of stats through her passives. On top of that, she has Guts passive that triggers twice. So, like, you know how, like, your King Rain will go down to 1 HP and then you're like, I wasted my, well, my Guts is gone. Now I have to revive him if he dies, blah, blah, blah. Well, Madame Edel can go to 1 HP, come back up, go to 1 HP again. So it's like 2 extra lives that Madame Edel has. To really help her out and survive. And that is key in a lot of fights, guys. A lot of people are overlooking that. I think that is extremely powerful when it comes to this unit. And then finally, the one thing I will say is another bad thing for Madame Edel is going to be her lack of supporting abilities. Like, I don't know if you guys have been playing with King Rain, but if you haven't, that unit is really good at supporting with 2 key abilities. One that gives barrier, one that gives HP and MP back. Madame Edel really isn't bringing that to the fight. You are pulling Madame Edel and using Madame Edel for damage and just beating booty with those heals, okay? So that's why you're going to be using Madame Edel. As you can see, I'm very, very, very passionate about this unit, and I'm hoping that I get her easily and we don't have to go 2-hand because, but 24k Lapis, okay? 24k Lapis, and then if you get unlucky on everything else, you literally don't pull her at all. You can just use a UOC and get her and be done. So 24k lapis for a 7-star main damage dealer sounds good to me. Love the step up. We got Almaz here, going to be it looks like a mage. Almaz's glasses, magic 35, activate energy conservation, reduce MP cost by abilities by 15%. You know, that could be very useful, honestly, in a fight where you're running into MP problems or something like that. The magic 35 without any other passives is a little rough, but especially for new players, this could be a great item for you. I'm assuming that, you know, the big draw obviously is going to be Madame Edel in this banner. So we talked about Madame Edel enough. Let's keep going. She's going to have, obviously, a story mode, which is going to be more lapis that you guys are going to get your hands on here, which is great. Go ahead and grab it up. The 2 items that you get in there aren't anything too crazy there. Goldor is looking badass. I love Goldor. I want that as a unit, dude. Look at him. We're going to fight Goldor, and this is specifically from the AOK banner. I do believe this is like the trial event for Final Fantasy 3, yeah. So you're going to go in. I don't really care too much for this item. It's an accessory attack defense 30, restore MP, fill LB gauge every turn. Good for new players, good for starting players. So if you guys are that, go ahead and grab it up. Nothing too special for us veteran players. They're bringing, again, as we talked about, it's leap year 2020, all rainbow, 10,000 lapis for 11 rainbows. We all know we love that. That's going to be going from Friday until Saturday. This is key. This is only like 48 hours this banner is up. Okay, and there's a specific reason why they did that. But if you guys want to go for these rainbows, best of luck. Remember, it is a smaller pool. The refined pool is in here, so you guys can look at what the refined pool is. You have a better chance at the newer rainbows, but you only have 48 hours to decide if you're going to spend that 10,000 lapis. And looky here, we have World, and I actually thought, I didn't think it was coming so soon. We have World Revisited Quest or Storyline Reset Part 2 happening after the banner we just talked about goes away. So after you have a chance to pull those 11 rainbows, that's when you're going to get your hands in this cookie pot for all these World Revisited rewards. And on that note, I know I'm talking a lot in this video. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about. The first World Revisited, the first story reset will be ending this week. So you need to get your stuff done. You need to go in there and do the story mode. Complete it all again. Get all those rewards. Get all those lapis rewards, okay? So you need to make sure you get that done. Do not go in here and forget about it and actually, I don't want you to miss out on the lapis because it does go away. And you're going to have a part 2 here. And that's going to give us some lapis because I know a lot of us are down and out. I'm really glad it's coming because, again, February's been brutal. If you pulled on CG Cecil, you pulled on AOK, you pull on, it's just been good banners. And it's been brutal for a lot of our wallets and a lot of our lapis reserves. But then we have another story part coming out already, which is great. You know, we have the story quest for Edel, like the story event. We have actually the story continues. Then we have the lapis reset, which is all going to be good to giving us a little bit more lapis to recover for maybe whatever comes out in March. With the story reset, we are getting a Sora 2-star Esper unlocked. I still think this Esper is lackluster as fuck. This is the way I'm going to put it. I do not care for her too much. Even at the 2-star, the thing that you get from this is that you know, that materia that's going to give you attack up and LB damage up, and I do believe you get a better version of that when you beat her 2-star. I probably still won't do it. I'm lazy, and sometimes I'm really hard-headed with stuff, and the sword just isn't for me. So hopefully you guys have fun doing that. Again, we talked about the Madame's Manor. This is coming out Thursday on March 5th, okay? So this isn't coming out this week, so you need to make sure you pay attention to these dates. This is like, I wouldn't say one of the first times, but it's very rare that they don't release everything, you know, in one news update and say, oh, it's all coming out on Thursday. This will be March 5th, from Thursday, March 5th. I guess they're saying that because, again, to get that nice gun for Madame Edel, you have to clear the entire manor, and it's not available yet. And so, you know, it's also, I've heard that it's really tedious. I think I've beaten the first 2 fights. But you can get this gun right here, 105 Dark Element, adds Inflicting Blind, but this isn't the gun I was talking about earlier. You trade in all those orbs for the gun I was talking about earlier. It's much better than that one. I don't know why they didn't show it, because that'd be good. They talk about, oh, look at this, dude. Bring it back. I am over these tickets. I don't know if you guys are too. I mean, it's cool they give us something for free, but I get these tickets, I summon them just to try to get TMR coins at this point. I don't know if the rewards on them are just so, like, or the rates on them are so bad, but we are going to be getting some more 10+1 tickets, and maybe you guys really enjoy those. I personally am just like, whatever. I do them for fun, and I guess that's what they're used for. Maybe I should get over myself. I don't know. And then this is one of my favorite things in the game, and I'm glad they're bringing it back. Defiance of Fate Community Challenge Reward, free lapis daily. Now, this may go against what I just said about the rates being bad. Why are you looking forward to it? You're only going to get 100 lapis every time. But I don't know, the sweet, sweet chance of getting 10,000 lapis, 5,000 lapis, 3,000 lapis every day. That's pretty exciting for me. I love doing this. So it's going to be from Thursday 2/27 till Wednesday 3/11, and you guys are going to be able to go ham, go in here and get some free Lapis daily. So don't forget that. So this is all different ways for us to get our Lapis back after what has been, again, a brutal month in February. But that's going to be it, guys, for this news update and talking about everything going on here. We will have I am going to get Sora finished. I'm going to get Sora finished Thursday, but I have to drive up there on Wednesday because it is 5 hours away from my appointment. That's how long I drive for the good tattoo artist, you know, the one that I pick out that I like. So we will have a banner review for Edel, but I will be using the Japanese version of the wiki. However, she is not getting any buffs, any changes, anything like that. So it will be the same, and it should be good to go. And as far as streaming for her pulls, again, the appointment starts at Thursday at 11 a.m., okay? It's going to be 3 to 4 hours of getting tattooed, then 5 hours driving home. I may not be home till like maybe at 8 o'clock where I normally stream, and I may be super dead tired. So we will have to see what happens with that. If I'm not that tired, I will stream because I'm hyped about her. If I am that tired, Friday night will be we'll delay it till Friday night, if that makes sense to you guys. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're going for Madam Edel, or if you a Twins fan. Subscribe for future content. Catch me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ClaicYuzolt, and we'll see you guys in the next video.